In this video, I will be running through the application discovery process. Here, we will look to obtain as much information as possible about the application we are packaging. The first thing we will check will be the list of applications installed under Programs and Features. This will give us a good overview on what is currently installed and any potential prerequisite applications we need to include in our package. Next, we will check the services. For each individual service, we will check the path of which the service is running from. We will also check to see if there's any specific account the service must run as. Next, using Windows Explorer, we can validate if there are any mapped drives we need to consider during our packaging. We can also check for common application folders that may sit in the root of C or under program files. We can also use the information we obtained from our services earlier. Next, we will check in ODBC for any connections to other data sources such as SQL or Access that are relevant to our application. These will need to be included on the new target machine. We will now look in IIS Manager for any websites related to our application, as well as any associated app pools. This process also allows us to validate the paths leading to the website binaries. While it's possible to locate the website address within IIS, it's considered best practice to verify the current website address or URL used to access the site with the business. For this particular application, the site operates under the default website. It also appears that there are 2 application pools relevant to our application. Additionally, a shortcut on the server contains the necessary website address for this specific application. Next, I will check the host file for any entries we may need to include on our new target machine. Now we can check the registry. In here, we can validate any ODBC settings we may have found earlier. We can also check for any application-specific registry entries. If your operating system is 64-bit, we can also check under the WOW6432 node. Using a command prompt, we can check for any environment variables set related to our application. These will be included in our package. Using the task scheduler, we can check for any scheduled tasks related to our application. These will need to be replicated on the new target machine. Now, using computer management, we can check for any local users and local groups that we may need to replicate on the new target machine. We can also check if there are any active shares we need to replicate. Now, using the Start menu, we can identify the shortcuts needed for our package. We can refer back to some of the information previously gathered, such as the relevant folders and the applications found in Programs and Features. Finally, we can test some of the basic application functions. We can use the information we gather here to test our package once created. The first test we could perform is a successful login to the site. By logging in, we can confirm that we have a successful connection to the SQL database. We can also attempt to open a document that is saved within the site. Here, we are getting an error message. We will take note of this, as this is something that existed in the application prior to packaging, so this will persist in our final package. Another test that we can perform is copying a document from one folder to another. We can now confirm that the document I copied is in the new folder.